Hey, how you doing? Hey, my name is Clint Nordstrom. I'm over here at Utility Trailer Sales. And yeah, you guessed it, I sell semi-trailers. And, we sell a lot of them. And this month we wanted to bring awareness to the cylinder. Oh, you might want to ask, why do they call me Clint Nordstrom? Well, that's because it's my name. Remember that. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Anyway, we're talking about the cylinders. We want to bring awareness to, safety, I would say, how to manage it, maintain it, properly repair it, watch out for things that could to get away from us. So we put together a little video for you. It might be a little long, but there's a lot to talk about. So enjoy the video. Let me know what you think. Andy, this is me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's me. Who's this?
This is Randy with Custom Hoist.
Oh, okay. Hey, I got a problem. I'm out in the field right now.
Uh-huh.
The pit is the pits, Randy.
Yep.
They told me I have 1.5 tons too much material and they said I have to cut it off. I don't know what to do. I'm going to back up the trailer as fast as I can, open the gate and slam on the brakes. Is that how I do it?
Absolutely not.
Say that again?
Absolutely. Absolutely do not do that.
Well, what do I do?
Okay? If the scale says you got too much weight, you back over to the pit, you raise the bed up, and you dump those 2 or 3 ton off. Okay?
Okay.
Then you automatically engage, when you engage the pump to start the trailer up, open the tailgate, let a couple ton roll out the back, you shut your gate, you engage the PTO to the off position to the down. Let that cylinder come the whole way collapsed into the down position, the whole way on the frame, and then you go back over to the scale and you raise it up. Never raise the body midstream with a load on it.
Never.
Never.
Well, I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Never.
Okay.
You're putting pressure on that bottom stage, which is going to cause that stage to bulge. Anytime you start cycling the cylinder up in the air, you take it either the whole way up, or if you stop it, you drop it the whole way back down. Let all that oil bypass through that bottom stage, let it go back into the reservoir, then you start the cycle all over again.
All right, got it. I got to go. The pit's calling me now.
Yep.
You know, I was thinking about gravity. You know how they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about gravity. A smooth descent to Earth. Now, remember the word smooth descent, because we're going to talk about that. Well, we're going to talk about right now. You see how our model here is demonstrating for us a smooth and controlled descent down to Earth. Now, I didn't say decent, I said descent. Again, it falls right into the category of gravity. So I got a problem.
Okay.
So I've got 3/4 rock on the trailer. I've had the bed all the way in the air, but I wanted to come halfway down because there's some lines in the way. I'm bringing it halfway down and I'm making an abrupt stop, getting under the lines and lifting it back up. Is that correct?
Absolutely not. Anytime you raise the bed, okay, and you need to lower it for any reason, you lower it completely the whole way down before you engage it to go back up. Never engage it to go up midstream.
Never?
Does that make sense? Never.
Say that again.
Okay. Never drop, when you raise the cylinder, never drop it or stop it midstream with a load on it. When you engage it to go up, You take it the whole way to the top. If you have to bring it down for any reason, you bring it the whole way down till it's collapsed on the frame. All the oil is cycled down through into the reservoir. Then you start the process all over. Yes, it's time consuming, but you will not damage the cylinder by doing that. If you drop the cylinder and then stop it and then start raising it back up with a load on it, you will damage the cylinder.
Got it. And I'm going to give you 10 bends. And you tell me if you can break it. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. That's pretty good. Now we're going to give it to Kelsey and see what she can do. Okay. This is a piece of clothes hanger, and I'm going to let you bend it as many times as you want until it breaks. Patrick got 7 and he broke it.
Wow.
How did that happen? All right. You know, we had a lot of fun with the wire, but you know, this is pretty serious. We had Kelsey thinking she was some kind of a strong person. She's only 5 foot tall, and she busted that wire with one movement. Patrick, on the other hand, it took him several movements. And it's like this cylinder right here. Yeah, this is a brand new trailer, but let's say this is out for 3 years. You don't know what's going on out there. You might be the unsuspecting Kelsey. You don't know how many times this piece of wire has been bent. I might do 3 or 4 times. Might do it 5 or 6 times. I might be Kelsey and it happens in one movement. So as I'm doing this is what I did behind the scenes to Kelsey. When I handed it to her, she went home stepping in high cotton thinking that she's that tough. But just think if that was a cylinder and 10 drivers before that weakened the wire, or should I say weakened the cylinder. It could be weakened anywhere, top stage, bottom stage, the connecting points, on and on. So be cautious and be thinking of your next driver down the road who's going to be driving that truck or pulling that trailer, and think of them. So if you did make a quick movement, bring it to someone's attention to say, hey guys, let's check out the system, make sure I didn't come up with a way to risk somebody else's life. So Randy, this is me.
Hey, me, how you doing? What can I do for you?
Randy, we got a problem. I'm out in the field. This is a big problem. This is a big problem, Randy.
Well, how can I help you?
So I've got dirt in the back of the trailer. It's wet and it's stuck in the nose of the trailer, Randy. I can't get it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up as fast as I can and hit the brakes. Is that okay?
Absolutely not.
Well, how am I going to get it out?
You got to get a shovel and dig it out. If you try to spike that cylinder and jerk that, you're going to blow the seals out.
But I have a better idea.
Okay?
So I think that I can crank my truck pressure up to about 3,500 PSI and ram it to the top as fast as I can, and I think it'll come out.
Well, it'll come out all right because you'll blow the cylinder up and it'll come down by itself. So absolutely do not do that. Those cylinders are rated at 2,000 PSI. They'll max out at 2,500, but anything above 2,500, you will destroy the seals in them.
But Randy, we got another problem. My hydraulic hose says it's good to 3,000 PSI, so you're wrong.
Well, I don't care what the hose says. The cylinder is rated at 2,000, maxes out at 25.
So how do I test that?
Well, you pardon me?
How do I test that pressure coming out of my truck?
You'll have to take it to a hydraulic shop and have them put a gauge on it, a pressure gauge on it, pressure relief valve on the bottom port of the cylinder. If it's reading more than 2,500, normal operating pressure is 2,000. They will operate at 25. Anything above that, you will cause damage internally to the hydraulic cylinder.
So you're saying I'll be making it a torpedo?
Absolutely.
Good morning. How are you doing today? I hope everything's going good with you. I hope you're out there in the road and you're safe, following all the traffic rules and making sure that everybody around you is safe too. Today I want to talk about the lift cylinder, the hoist. We don't talk about it a lot. I can't say that I've ever talked about it. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about it. You know, we talk about tire condition, brake condition, steering condition, all the safety features of a truck and a trailer. But there's these other components that are just as important, and we're going to talk about hoists. So we've got a lot to talk about hoists. I've done some research. I've learned a lot. Guess what, guys? It's Friday. It's Friday. I've got 10 loads I've got to do today. I'm on number 4. We got a long way to go, and then the weekend's here. What I don't need right now is to get the call that I just received. The scale house calls me. Driver, you're 4 ton too heavy. It's the last thing I need to do. I need to keep moving, guys. I got to move. Well, I go back to the pile. I'm looking in my mirrors. What do? I hit my valve. I come up to about the 3rd stage. I can see product flowing around my tires. I release the clutch pretty fast. A little bit too much comes out. I hit my valve and stop that trailer. Boom. I went from the 3rd stage down to the 2nd stage. What did I just do? I created a pressure spike of hydraulic fluid coming down into the lowest tube. You can call it a tube, you can call it a piston. That lowest tube is the largest tube of the stages. It's a bottom tube. That can explode. And when it does, it's a catastrophe. Now, we're only at the 3rd stage, but imagine if we did the same thing and we're at the top of the 5th stage. It's devastating.
Hey Randy, this is me.
Yeah, me. How can I help you?
I got a solution to the problem I've had in the past. You know that head nut, how the head nut comes off?
Uh-huh.
We're welding the head nut on.
Oh, gosh, no. Absolutely not. Okay? So, you weld that head nut on, you run that cylinder for 10 years, and all of a sudden you want to replace the seals? How do you reseal it? Do not weld the head nut solid. The head nut has adjustability in it. Okay, if the cylinder starts leaking a little bit, you can do what we call a head nut adjustment. If you weld that head nut solid, you can't adjust it. Okay, so you won't be able to do any repair. If you weld that head nut, as soon as something goes wrong with that cylinder, you might as well throw it in the scrap. You will not be able to repair it.
Okay, I'm in the field now. I'll tell the boys.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, it's still Friday. I'm on load number 9. I got more to talk about. Guess what? Modern day creature comforts. Right now I'm sitting in a 1984 Peterbilt tractor, and I can remember driving a truck like this. You can feel every bump in the road, and the cab insulation is nothing like what it is today. The seat is not as comfortable as a 2024 Peterbilt. The creature comforts are not even close. The stereo system in the new trucks is just like a home stereo system. What I'm telling you that for is because when we're doing a maneuver, we really can't hear what's going on, and we're so comfortable, and these trucks have so much power. Not only power going forward, but the stopping power as well. Now we add to the mix automatic transmissions. I have seen time and time again these automatic transmissions, when the creeping gear is not programmed, as we back up into a tight, close maneuvering situation, I hear that throttle come up a lot. All of a sudden the truck starts to slowly move, and then it engages. Wham! We're moving backwards. Or the other way around. We want to creep forward. You throttle up a little bit. Bam! There we go. Just so happens that my trailer's up on the 4th stage when that's happening. When that happens, we're creating another crisis, a potential crisis. What do we call it? Pressure spike. We call it shunting. The incredible pressure that hydraulic fluid is putting on that lowest tube is catastrophic. So, what I'm saying is, when you're in the pit, roll the window down, listen to what's going on, turn the stereo off, and be easy. Guys, don't forget the term shunting, pressure spike. Understand what we're talking about. Lift cylinder. It is just that, a lifting mechanism. One thing I want to tell you is this. Each time there's a problem with a cylinder, as a sales rep, my first inclination is to contact that factory and tell them, hey, we had a problem. It's got to be something to do with the hoist. You know why I think that? Because the driver told me that all he did was dump the load and everything came crashing down. And that's probably true. He probably did everything right. What has happened for the last 6 months? Who else was driving that truck? How many times were those brakes applied when they're unloading? How many times did you lunge that clutch or that automatic transmission? Guys, the hoist manufacturers have research labs. They've had so much testing. There's so much data. You figure 50,000 hoists per year, just in one hoist manufacturing alone. There's so much information. What I can tell you is their numbers show that they have less than 1% issue. So keep that in mind. When that hoist has an issue, it didn't just happen. Something occurred. Remember that wire that we broke? It's like that. It's like a wearing wire. It's finally going to give way. And it might give way on the unsuspecting driver that has 30 years of experience. It's never had a problem at all. They're going to come to me and say, it just happened. Well, guess what? It probably did just happen. But it didn't happen the way that you think it did. Something occurred along the way. It might have taken years to get there, but it got there. And so, be careful. Just be aware of the hoists. Guys, it's still Friday. I'm on my 10th load for the day. I'm almost done. I gotta tell you, I've learned a lot about hydraulic hoists, call the lift cylinder, talked about a few things. Don't create a pressure spike. Do not create shunting. Make sure you go all the way down, slow and in control. Don't hit that valve. Don't come to an abrupt stop. Don't hit that throttle and move forward quickly. It's easy. Easy does it on all the way. And cycle back down. I'll say it 1,000 times. This comes from the manufacturers. So be safe, be aware, safe dumping.
To all you professional drivers out there, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope what we've done here is shed some light on something that we're taking for granted. So let's don't take these cylinders for granted anymore, and let's be extremely cautious with what we have. It's heavy, and there's gravity, and that's the way it is. So have a great weekend. Have a good one.